I remember the creative genius I was when I was 5. I used to draw on everything, the walls, the floor, sometimes even myself. It was almost as if I'd unlocked another universe with my pencil. I could be anything. I could draw warships. I could be a tank. Anything and everything was possible in my imagination. Fast forward to now, I couldn't remember the last time I thought about a dinosaur. That's a lie. It was yesterday. But still, my point stands. When was the last time you dreamed? You wondered? You let your mind run free? Hi, I'm Htun, and today we're here to rediscover our long-lost capability of creativity. Imagine this, something all of us here have experienced before. You're in an exam hall. It's English. A crisp, clean sheet of paper stares back at you, and it stares back, and you have nothing to write. Absolutely nothing comes into your mind. And this traumatizing experience is what drove me to learn more about creativity. And what I found out was shocking. The average creative capabilities are in massive decline. A Torrance test is a test that we use to quantify human creativity, and it's declined more than a full standard deviation since 1990. That means that 85% of children now are less creative than they were in 1990. This is a massive crisis. Economies, the arts, new technologies are based on the innovation of new ideas. We're here today, we're here now with these mics because of the creativity of new ideas. What are we to do if skills such as thinking outside the box, creative innovation, simply do not exist in our digital dystopian future? Let's examine why. Visualize this box as the barriers to our creativity. Our first factor is the stress. Every day you have a bit of stress, inevitable. It's induced from your daily activities, and it's also simple to manage. Personally, I just love to manage this with a quick gym session, but there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Just have to find a way to manage and go with it. Secondly, we introduce another massive impact into our lives, our digital devices. Yeah, I use it every day too. It's one of the greatest possessions of mine, but yet it's taking away from our creativity. The digital devices that we all have in our pockets now are preventing your prefrontal cortexes from firing correctly when we do creative objects. And third is something that almost has revolutionized our lives in the previous years. AI. I'm sure you've all heard of it. It's something that's been everywhere. Some even call it the future of our technology. But AI? How is it bad for our creativity? First, we have to examine how it works. AI. Oh, okay. Just skip past. AI works by analyzing digital patterns. Firstly, it collects data from databases and stores them. Then, through this magical process that they use algorithms to interpret the data that they see. Through this, they can train their models and also produce images, things, videos, text, music from just a simple text prompt. But here's the fatal flaw. Humans are the ones that are providing the data that they analyze. We're the ones that are feeding all of this. So although AI may get you creativity from just a simple text prompt, really think about it. It's you. It's your creativity that the AI is repackaging and resending back to you. So the next time you're about to write a prompt into ChatGPT, think, do you want an idea that's digitally analyzed by an AI, it's probably used hundreds of times before? Or do you want an idea from your innovation-hungry brain? And lastly, the biggest barrier to our creativity is what I like to call the hustle. Nowadays, we're just too busy, we're too entertained, we're too overstimulated for our creativity to wander. Every second of our day, there's another distraction. There's another ping on your phone. There's another thing you have to complete. There's another deadline you have to meet. And this takes a toll on our creativity. Because our brains work best when are free, when we're relaxed, when there's time for us to wonder. Take Archimedes, one of the greatest physicians of all time. You know how he made one of his most famous laws? Simply by wondering. As he entered his bathtub, his mind wandered. He thought, why does the water rise as I enter this tub? And in that moment, ladies and gentlemen, that's how he discovered one of the laws of the universe. Simply by wondering. He was able to do this because back then, there wasn't a phone he could take into the bathtub or a book to read. All it was himself in a tub and his mind. And that's all it takes, guys. It's just a bit of free time. Half the items in the box of distractions simply did not exist a decade ago. Through the shifting tides of innovation, more and more of these distractions appeared in our minds. More things for us to do, more things for us to complete. Is this really how human creativity ends? In my mind, no, it isn't. All it takes is a simple 15-minute routine that I like to call wonder time. All it is just going back to the past for 15 minutes of the day to regain your inner creativity. Let me walk you through my process. First, I like to de-stress. I like to get a bit of time to just release all my thoughts. Meditation is something that I do within these times to release any preoccupations I have. Second is removing the digital devices in my presence. Through this process, I can rid myself of anything that's distracting me. And finally, all I have in front of me, a piece of paper and a pen. And when I have that pen, in that 15 minutes, you have to practice your creativity. As strange as it sounds, it works. Do whatever you want on that paper. Doodle, wonder, draw, think about things in front of you. And in that process, your mind will wander. And that's you regaining your creativity. So, let's bridge that gap between the creatives of now and the creatives of the past. Let's reignite our inner Picassos, our Einsteins, our Beethovens, so that we can make the future a better place. But, on an even more important note, all the parents in here, please do me a massive favor. Please give your children at least 15 minutes of wonder time a day. Not for me, but for our future generations of creatives, of thinkers, of innovators. Thank you.